How would you feel if I told you that you have to look like a malnourished person to be beautiful? According to the latest trends, that is the deal now. Check this article out called "Bye Bye Booty, Heroin Chic is Back." What? Did I just read that right? Are we making body shapes and shaming a trend again in 2023? Oh wow, here we go. Welcome to another episode of Feminist Friday, a weekly series where I talk about feminist aspects of history and our world. My name is Camilla and I have an academic background in intellectual history, religion, feminist studies and Hebrew. If you think this series is cool, please like this video so I know you enjoy it. Today we are talking about bodies and how body shapes and body shaming seems to be it again. Do you remember the 90s and early 2000s where it seemed like everyone and their mum developed eating disorders because skinny was the trend? I do, and now it seems to be back. In November of last year, the New York Post published an article with the title I read to you in the beginning of this video. "Bye Bye Booty, Heroin Chic is Back." Let me start off by saying that the audacity of saying something in regards to a drug is absolutely beyond me. And secondly, I want to roll my eyes all the way back to my tongue when I read that thin is back. Because let's pause right there. Bodies of different shapes and sizes have always been the subject of something we should attain. This is not new. Think of bodies in history with corsets, for example. They shape the body differently if we see them in the 1700s or the 1800s or the 1900s, and even in each century there are vast differences between them due to fashion and style. So this is not new, but is it then a problem? Well, if you ask me, I think it definitely can be. We all know about fashion trends, which in their own way can also be somewhat problematic because I think many people feel like they have to jump on every single trend, meaning they buy new stuff all the time, which has a negative impact on our world and so on. Because I'm focusing on bodies today, I will park this with the fashion, but let me know if you want a video on this in the comments down below. What is truly problematic about the body trend phenomenon is that the trends we have now are very often literally out of our natural reach. What I mean by that is that often we have to either diet or go to a surgeon to get the look that is popular right now. So if we have to go on a calorie deficit just to be seen as trendy and thus beautiful, isn't that a problem? If we have to schedule a doctor's appointment to get the body or face shape that is in, isn't that a problem? I remember how the heroin chic trend in the late 90s and early 2000s made me feel as a child. I think many people my age, and I am 30, vividly remember the way magazines catered to us teenagers or even earlier, told us that the body type that was frail and malnourished was hot. And I think this meant that many of us grew extremely unhealthy habits when it came to eating and exercising. I went on my first diet when I was 9 or 10, and I was dieting on and off for the next 10 to 12 years, meaning I spent years of my life where I was not fully grown, not fully developed biologically, going to extremes just to be seen as pretty. Because pretty is the ultimate measuring scale of our society. If you're pretty, you hold value. If not, well, yeah, I think it's so extremely problematic that we still use bodies as trends like this in such extreme ways as it is to want to have the look of someone using heroin. It is disrespectful to the ones suffering from addiction and their loved ones. It is disrespectful to the younger generations who cannot yet separate things and or look at things in a critical light. And it is disrespectful to the many people who daily struggle with body dysmorphia due to years of society telling them they only matter if cis male people will take them to bed. I know today's episode is a bit of a rant and not a historical one like they usually are, but this is part of what feminism is to me. Calling out the utter shite of those in power who tell people what to do, and this is a great example of how someone is once again trying to govern how especially women need to look. If you have seen the headlines over the last couple of months and you are thinking you now look wrong or bad, let me stop you right now. You look just the way you're meant to look. You're beautiful, you matter, you have value. Please do not try to change the way you are because of what magazines say or what celebrities do. If you are struggling with thoughts of eating disorders, please go to your doctor and ask for help. I'm sending you all the love, and with that, I bid you farewell for today. I hope you liked this Feminist Friday rant, and if you did, then consider joining my coven on Ko-fi, where you can vote for future episodes and support my work for only €3 a month. That would truly help me out a lot, so thank you for doing it. I also go by Hexacami on Ko-fi and will link it in today's story. See you next week. Stay feminist.